Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing college bowls right now with Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. We're going to cover right now the new era Pinstripe Bowl, BC and Penn State. Joe Duffy, thanks for being back with us.
Oh, thank you for having me, Peter.
All right, before we get your take on this one, give a plug for OffshoreInsiders.com. You know, sometimes it's misleading because the games we cover are not anywhere close to being necessarily your best plays every week, but at your website, completely different story, right?
Yeah, no, and in fact, we're recording these on Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, at least during the regular season, and sometimes my picks aren't even finalized till Friday or what have you. So, yeah, these are my premium picks are at OffshoreInsiders.com.
Okay, sounds great, Joe. The New Era Pinstripe Bowl. You know, New Era makes hats. They supply all the hats to all the Major League Baseball teams and their minor league affiliates. That's a nice racket if you can get it, right, Joe?
My youngest son collects baseball caps, so I'm sure he's got quite a few.
Exactly. That's how you make money in this country. Not the glamorous stuff. Just become like the exclusive hat provider to like all the minor league teams on the Northeast, and bam, that's how you're making money. All right, New Era. Well, great cap company. Right now we're going to cover the Pinstripe Bowl, BC, Penn State. Penn State is a 2.5-point underdog right now, right? The total's 40, and of course, you know, it wasn't a great year for Penn State, and they were a bad bet down the stretch. They went 2-5 against spread over their last 8 games. BC was a good bet. They were 8-4 against spread overall on the year, but you know, Penn State is still Penn State, and here they are, an underdog to Boston College. Is that a legitimate line there?
Yeah, well, the Penn State, they've had, with this whole horrible Jerry Sandusky thing, look, we can't ignore the fact that the after effects of it has had some type of motivational factors on Penn State. And, you know, obviously the players and the current coaches had nothing to do with it. Last year, I think that lasted all year long, this, you know, us against them, and they rallied around that, and they were a heck of a team. And then earlier this year, the bowl sanctions were lifted on Penn State, and if anything, that kind of took away that edge they had, us against them. But the key here is that some of the players have said that, look, they want to win it for their outgoing seniors because of all that they've been through together as a team. Now, every team has outgoing seniors, but this is completely different where the Penn State, these guys have been through so much together, and the team really says we've got to win one for the outgoing seniors. And I always say that you can't manufacture emotion, but here it is very legitimate. And Penn State, they sold their allotment of tickets before it became available to the general public. Now, in addition to the obvious reason, I don't just look at how many tickets are sold by each team, because the cheering section, that's important. But here is something that very few people realize. When I see that a team sold out their allotment quickly, that is a big handicapping edge that a lot of people don't realize. Why? There is almost never a disconnect between the players' motivation and the fans. If this game means a ton to the fans, it means a ton to the players. So based on how quickly this game sold out among the Penn State fans, I have no doubt that this means so much to the fans, and it means so much to the program. And as I said, that, yeah, I know every team's playing with seniors, but this is completely different because of everything that the Penn State program has been through. And I really think that Penn State's going to rise to the occasion. And this is a quote-unquote big intangible play for me.
Man, Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com really nailing the intangible factors in bowl games. And I find that with the bowls, the intangible factors tend to be, the most important, because the non-intangible factors, the statistical factors, are all, very well factored into the lines, right?
Yeah, and especially with these smaller bowls, when we're talking about the major bowls and certainly the playoffs, it doesn't come down to that quite as much. But no, that is truly one of the little-known sharp edges, not only how much of a team's allotment they sold out, but how quickly they sold it out, again, because there just is not a disconnect. If the fans are gobbling up the tickets, it means a lot to the program.
There you go. Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. Leaning Penn State plus 2.5. Why? Because of the speed that the tickets sold out. And, I think he's dead on. Thanks so much, Joe.
All right, well, thank you, Peter.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.